friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of February 2022. All right, let's get started and see what are the major themes related to love coming up here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February. Higher power. Aries just got that. And what's on the bottom? Exchanging gifts. Aries got that too. I swear I shuffled. I shuffled on camera and I shuffled off camera. Interesting. That's really interesting. I love when that happens, but it's very interesting to see synchronicities between the groupings of signs. So fire signs are sort of being guided towards their higher power because something needs to be exchanged. There's a need for exchanging one energy for another here. So there is an energy exchange that's required, and I feel like your higher power, your higher self, your divine connection, your intuitive self, there's information here for you. So it's almost like you need to do a deep dive, you know, to sort of go deep within the inner self to figure out what is the energy that needs to be traded out. What's no longer serving me, right? What's no longer serving me. Now, let's see the Lenormand deck here. Oh, the moon. That flipped over almost instantly. I'm taking it. That's really interesting. More feminine energy, more intuitive guidance, more messages about sort of receiving guidance from the feminine energy, the divine, the intuitive self. Lots of mysteries as well here with the moon card. It's really a time when we're sort of being guided to look, you know, at things in a different way. I always think about that when I see this card, to look at your dreams, to look at your intuition. What's in the subconscious, right? What is the mind saying? What's happening in that realm, right? In the dream realm, in the realm. Sometimes this card in Lenormand, could refer to your career as well. This is a love reading, so I kind of feel like it's more about the intuitive subconscious ideas that you are holding, because we also see the higher power and the exchanging gifts. So I feel like intuitively you're receiving messages that you need to sort of think about and reflect on, because they have something to do with you switching gears, with you exchanging one energy that's not serving you for one that is. You know what I mean? It's very interesting to see these sort of cards and messages starting your reading off here, Leo. Okay, let's jump into the tarot cards and see what the rest of the story is here for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February for love guidance. Ooh, look at that. I'm going to take those. Those flew out very spontaneously. Oh my goodness, there's the moon in tarot as well. Oh boy. Okay, well, we have the Three of Wands in reverse, the moon card, and the devil in reverse. So I can't help but think that you're limiting your view of the future because you're deceiving yourself. You're sort of in a place of illusion right now, right? There's the Page of Rods on the bottom of the deck, signaling a spiritual initiation here, some spark coming to you from the divine to trigger you into sort of shifting how you perceive the future, right? Right now you've got it in reverse, so it makes me feel like you're unable to imagine or dream or fantasize when it comes to the future, like this moon card is encouraging you to do. There's a limitation here. There is an inner limitation that you're feeling, or an inner limitation that you sense, but it's very much beneath the surface, because here's the tarot moon card. And that really brings me to a place where I feel like you've got to dive deep. You're really needing an inner discovery here. This is about what motivates you. What are your intentions right now, Leo? What's moving you? What's motivating you? Are you deceiving yourself? Are you in illusion? I think that there's something here in this moon card that's beneath the surface, but it's almost like you need to dive in. You need to dive deep, like I said at the beginning of this reading. And here's the Ace of Wands pointing right back down at you. Where's your passion? Where do you truly feel passionate? Where do you feel truly turned on? here, Leo? What gets you going? What gets you feeling that spark of life? Because Spirit's coming in here to try to spark you up. There's the Ace of Cups in reverse, followed by the Lover's card. I mean, you know, there's something in the works here, Leo, but it almost feels like you're in denial of it, you're resisting it, you're blocking it, you're not in touch with it. You are being guided to tap in, surrender anything that is limiting you, and exchange it for this. Exchange it for this power here, because it's limiting you. Something in your motivation, something in your shadow, right? Shadow work here. What's lingering beneath the shadows? What do you tell yourself about love? Do you tell yourself you don't deserve it? Do you tell yourself, you know, some messaging about sex that, you know, there's a shame about that, perhaps? I feel like you're denying yourself something. All these wands, I mean, I just can't help but think that you need to exchange your thoughts about sex and relationships and love, because they're wounded. They're a reflection of the wound you carry, which is why the moon is here. So for some of you Leos listening, you may be carrying around a wound regarding your sexuality, your desirability, your attractiveness, your worth. It's like you're not seeing it. And I use those because this is a general reading. So I mean, take what resonates, but like it feels like Leo is having a moment here where they really need to connect with themselves to discover this wound. Let's clarify here. 3 of Wands in reverse. So having a really difficult time imagining a future ahead when it comes to love. 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's an emotional wound here that needs healing, forgiving. It needs love. It needs understanding. And then it needs to be let go of, you know, this needs to be healed and released. You're stuck in the past, Leo, focusing on those 3 cups that spilled, and they took the future with them as far as you're concerned, but that's what needs to be exchanged. You need to exchange that for a higher vibe, right? A higher vibe right now. Yeah. Right now, you're really worried. This energy of the moon, of this uncertainty, is creating a lot of anxiety for you. You're up at night worrying. You're wondering about what battles lay ahead for you to fight, and if you'll be up for the fight, and all the struggles ahead. It's like you're not focused at all on your higher self, right? You've disconnected almost from your intuitive self, and I feel like this reading is really pointing you to connect again, because you're almost lost in the shadows. When I see the Devil in reverse, you're not even aware of where your subconscious mind is. It's lost. It's lost in the past, thinking about wounds from past love, maybe not going right. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Hierophant. Perhaps you were married and it was a past marriage and you've maybe been divorced or widowed, or there's a relationship, maybe that a significant commitment here in the Hierophant, maybe with a Taurus, that ended, and maybe when it ended, it took your feelings that you will ever have some sort of fortune in love again. It's interesting. Maybe there was a third party. I can't help but feel like sex is involved in this reading. Like there's a wound about sex. I almost feel like there's a betrayal here, a sex betrayal, like someone cheated on you, or someone, like someone had an affair, and you're blaming yourself for it and saying you weren't enough, and if only I was blah, 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 then this wouldn't have happened. And can't help but feel like that needs to go. Yeah, you're at a crossroads with this. Again, Wands. Spirit is really talking to you here. You're at a crossroads, and it is creating a challenge for you to pick a direction, when really I feel like we're seeing that on the Ace of Wands, because the only direction for you right now, Leo, is within. You need to find yourself again. The passion for your life and for you. You need to rediscover this this love for yourself, to redirect your passion, to reignite your passion. It's been lost in the past and you are lost with it. And maybe someone really hurt you here. Maybe there was a real big sort of moment of disappointment, because I see the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck in reverse, and it's like, I always think when the Four of Cups is in reverse, we're not able to see something because we're focused here. We're overindulging in emotions from yesterday. We're overindulging in the emotions of the past. We're up all night worried about it happening again. And I know it felt like your fortune got turned upside down when this commitment sort of, it sent you into the shadows, right? It's like someone took your, I almost feel like someone took away your feeling of connectivity to your own sexuality, to your own passion, and now you feel like you're never going to see it again and that you'll never have it back. But I feel like your higher power is guiding you to exchange that for a new vibe here. And your intuition has messages for you. Let's see, what are the love guiding messages here for Leo as they are sort of trapped in the past? Reignite the passion, reconcile passion, healing family issues. Was there a meddling family member, Leo? There's something that needs reconciling, and I feel like it's your passion, your inner passion needs to be called back. Like it's almost like you have to reunite and reconcile lost parts of yourself that are from, this may have been because of something that happened in a family, with a family situation, like meddling family members. Did someone know maybe about the cheating and didn't say anything? Or perhaps for some, this is coming back and you're going to have to decide if you're going to let it back. For some of you, there is reconciliation on the table, and maybe that's why you're at a crossroads. Very interesting. So for some of you, oh yeah, and my right ear is ringing now. So for some of you, there may be a passionate reboot for something in the past that was in the past that fell apart because of family members meddling maybe, and that there is reconciliation on the table here. This is interesting. The bottom of the deck still maintains to love yourself first. So whatever happens here, you need to work on the self. It says here, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. But I think your self-respect does more than that. Your self-respect is going to guide you to exchange that energy for one that is more in alignment with your highest timeline. So for some of you, this could involve a reconciliation. For some of you, it could just be releasing the part of you that is trapped in this past dynamic that caused a lot of changes in how you relate to yourself on a passionate level. It's very interesting. Let's see if we can get some clarity here. For those that are, for those of you that are sort of moving through releasing the past, what's happening for my Leos that are looking at releasing and reclaiming themselves from a past situation? That 13, to be in love. You guys, this is beautiful. You need to fall in love again, Leo. It's almost like falling in love again is going to heal your heart. I wonder if it's with this person. Let's see. For the Leos that are sort of thinking about reconciling with this person, or for the Leos that's relevant to, let's see, what's the energy around the reconciliation? Ooh, that came out really fast. The energy around reconciliation is friendship. So maybe taking it slow, maybe being friends first. What else came out here? Nourishment also flipped over. So Friendship, nourishment, make sure this person gets you. Make sure they're your friend first. So if you're going to reconcile, you might want to take things slow. Does this nourish you? Is this person your friend? Do they treat you like they're your friend? Like, are they, to put it lightly, are they nice to you? Do they treat you well? Do they nourish you? Do they feed you? Right? Like, do they feed you in terms of, do they feed your soul? Do they feed your passion? Is there a reason to reconcile with this person? What's on the bottom of the deck? The game of love. You were playing the game of love, Leo. You really are. And it's going to be interesting to see what resonates for you in this reading. But regardless, for all the Leos listening, love yourself first. Heal this past pain that has you trapped. And it is limiting or lowering your feelings for yourself. That's got to go for everyone. For some of you, a past love may come back and try and reconcile. The guidance for you folks is to see if this person can be your friend first, and to almost run them through the gates, because you got to love yourself first. And so, does this person nourish you? Are they your friend? Can you get along with them again? And does it feel like it's all about sex, or is there more to it than that, right? Because sex is part of this. This is a sexy reading for Leo. There's sex here. and for the other bits of you that maybe feel like, I can't help but feel like something robbed you of this idea that you could be in love again. Passion exists all around you, Leo, and I can't help but think that there is a new love, and that being in love could heal you. Love will heal this. Whether or not you are in the reconciling group or in the group that's falling in love with themselves, you got to fall in love with yourself first. Anybody coming in to be a partner has to be able to be your friend, and they need to be able to nourish you, because you're not playing this game of love here to end up feeling like this again, right? It's almost like you really want to be sure this person gets you and that you can see a future with them. Can you see a future with this person or not? Wow, what an interesting reading. Tuning into the intuition is going to be very helpful for you in this game of love that you're playing in February. Wow. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. If this has resonated for you and you would like a personal love reading, you can find my website, blueroseenergyhealing.com, in the description below. You can book all kinds of readings through there. And as always, thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing here on YouTube. Very grateful for that. We will see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, Leo.